Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with Kelsey. If you joined my live stream this morning, I have no idea what happened. I got my microphone set up to where you can maybe hear the birds a little bit and the trees going. I'm recording this for you right now. We actually have audio. So grab another cup of coffee. Let's do this. Good morning.
It's like trying to run from the threat of yesterday. Holding you back, you can't let it go. Hoping to find some peace along the way. Oh, your restless heart.
So glad you guys joined me. Today is June 11th, Thursday, June 11th. Very excited. I've started playing live shows again, which has been super cool. And I also, so today we'll talk about announcements coming up. Also talk about a couple things. PGA Tour is back, which is super cool if you like golf. Not a big golf fan, but I know many of you are. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about national, what day is it nationally? There's always something random every day. There's like a national day for everything. Rhodey's somewhere around here. I'm not sure where she's at. There she is. What do you think? I don't know. Anyway, my phone's going off. Anyway, we're going to talk about that. And then I'm also going to share a new song that I wrote last week. If you saw it, it's called Standstill, and it's in response to all the protests and everything that's kind of going on in the world right now. So the best thing I could do is songwrite. So what do you say, Rhodey? I know this is the first time watching me. I have a cat, and she's like right there. So anyway, sorry about this morning. Oh, wait, make sure it's in the light. There we go. I'm sorry about this morning. I don't know what happened. So I'm just recording it right now. So PGA golf is back, which is pretty neat if you are a golf fan. The only thing is that's so weird is that they won't have like the crowds of people like watching, right? And what are you gonna do? Like as an athlete, as a performer, as anyone who's used to having crowds around, like that's part of your that's part of what you do. The energy that you receive from a crowd like helps you so much. So I think it'll be really interesting to see how that changes. I hope that they look at stats like before and after. That would be really neat. And I was looking up like when they're performing. I know nothing about. I say performing. It's like I don't know much about golf. I really don't. Golf. I had this up on my screen. And then I was Googling what was going on with my audio before. Are there any golf fans out there? So I guess that they're doing all these like just live. And let's see here. PGA Tour is back. Ryan Palmer hits first shot in 91 days at... Oh, it didn't let me read the rest of it. Oh. Okay, I accept. So I know nothing about golf. Jeez. It's canceled since March 12th. They haven't been able to play for 3 months, so that sucks. I'm sure they figured out how to practice, right? So anyway, so that's back. I don't know. Do you guys watch golf? Like, what is it just like? You just watch it on TV, but does anyone ever like go out to live events? I love tennis, and I used to watch a lot of tennis, and my favorite was actually going to the matches live. Like that was so much fun. So anyway, we don't have that live anymore, but you can at least watch it on TV, which is cool. And then, okay, this is the one that always makes me laugh is like the National Whatever Day. And today's the National Corn on the Cob Day. It's National Corn on the Cob Day, Rhodey. Let's have some corn on the cob. I love corn on the cob, although I have like some experiences from childhood. I would just be shucking so much corn. You know what? I should pull up that photo of my brother and I. So when I was younger, we had a huge garden. My mom had a huge garden. She would can, and so it was really neat to be around that. I mean, I grew up kind of different, I think, than than some people. We can tons, and she would use her children to do the green beans and the corn on the cob. I should have pulled this photo already, but I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to show a photo of my brother and I of when we were growing up, and behind us is a field of corn. And so I am very well aware. Rhodey is just, are you dead? What's going on down there? She's like not even moving. So when we were growing up, we would always be out in her garden, a huge garden, just huge. And we would be, here it is. Let's see if we can see this. That's me and my brother. There. And that's us. And with behind us, that's just a whole lot of corn. And there we are. Look at that hair. It's so blonde. It's so blonde. So this is my brother and I when we were younger. I don't know if anyone else grows corn. Or do you just get it from the supermarket? I just get it from the supermarket now. Yeah, National Corn on the Cob Day. We would always boil it in water, and then we would just put tons of butter on it. That was my favorite thing. And we had the two little, fork things, but they were shaped like corn on the cob, and then we would eat it from there. So, anyway. This is weird for me to not do this live and to kind of be trying to do this live for you and pretend like you're there with me. So if you're watching this afterwards, then you're right there with me because I wasn't able to do it live. I wanted to show, oh, that's the wrong one. That's me and Rhodey playing before Cocktails with Kelsey. Okay, still very entertaining. Look at her go. Oh my gosh. Get it, Rhodey. Get it. Get it. Yes. She's got so much energy. So I don't know about you guys, but there's been so much going on in 2020. It's been really a tumultuous year already. And when the protests were happening, I did have friends that would go out to the protests, and I was really proud of them. And I took a risk. It didn't feel like a risk when I did this. I wrote a song called Standstill, and it's already gotten some radio play. You can hear it on WVMO twice a day. It's playing there. I think it's at, one of them's at around 2:30 is when it plays, 2 or 2:30. And I wrote this song. I'm going to play it for you guys. I've got a lyrical video that I'll play. And I felt like I wanted to contribute in some way. And instead of going to the protest, which some of them were turning violent, I'm not convinced that the violence was caused by the people there protesting in peace for racial injustice. I don't think it was. I think it was other groups that were causing that. So I could be wrong, and you could tell me if I'm wrong in that. But everything that I'm seeing shows some pictures and videos of people that I don't believe were there for the right reasons. So anyway, regardless of how the protests are going, the point of the protests is an absolute real thing. And the reason I wrote this song was because I see it. I don't have to live it every day like some people. And so even though I don't experience it, doesn't mean that it isn't real. And that's why I wrote this song. My phone's going crazy. The stock market's going down, and I have a lot of alerts on. Anyway, so I wrote this song, and I recorded it in my home studio. And you guys know that I've been working on my home studio, which I've been very excited about. The song is called Standstill, and I really believe in its message, and that I believe that these protests will continue to happen. They will continue to come up. And the reason is because we, as an entire world, have not all been able to recognize that racial injustice is, in fact, a real thing. And this might not be a topic you think I should talk about, or I don't know actually what you think. And honestly, that's okay. I'm doing this because I know that I need to and I want to. As a songwriter, all I can do is write music that could maybe help people feel like they're connected and that they aren't alone in what they're thinking. And so, what better than to write a song of a place that I'm thinking, okay? And because it's something I know, it's something that's very real to me. So, Standstill, I wrote it. I released it. Honestly, the thing that scared me the most is because this is the first song that I released, put on Spotify, which it should be coming up on Spotify soon. And I mixed it myself. And I've never done that and actually released a song. So that actually is the thing that worried me the most. And now I've had some people concerned that of the topic that I wrote about for me losing fans. And I don't think that's going to happen. I think that we can all at least recognize that it's real. And that's really all the song is asking for as a first step. And for us to have conversations. I think that everyone's lives are important. And we need to continue to live that way and with leading with kindness, right? Like that's essentially what I've always pushed for. So if you're still following me even after this song, that means that you're in line with leading with kindness and loving all people. And hell, we ain't all perfect. I know I'm not. Did you see this morning's live stream? Oh my gosh, the audio. I don't know what happened. So I just restarted my computer. Okay, anyway, enough talking. I'm going to show you. Let's do some walking. No more talking. Let's do some walking. This song is called Standstill. It's something I'm very, very proud of. And I hope that you enjoy it.
It's time to get real. This is something we can fix. Never had to live it, but I know that it exists. Turn it up to 10. Everybody say his name. Standing here together so we'll never see again. The fight to live our normal life. The fear that you won't breathe tonight. Until we all can see it's real, we're at a standstill. A standstill. No more just ignore it and leave it to the rest. It's everybody's problem that we all need to address. Have the conversation, unveil the covering. 8 years can't fix centuries of suffering. Standing here together so we never see again. The fight to live our normal life. The fear that you won't breathe tonight. Until we all can see it's real, we're at a standstill. A standstill. Does it finally feel real? Does it finally feel real? We're standing here together so we'll never see again. The fight to live our normal life. And the fear that you won't breathe tonight. Until we all can see it's real. We will all be standing here at a standstill. A standstill. Does it finally feel real? A standstill.
So that's my song, Standstill, and I'm really I'm really proud of that song, and I hope that you guys really enjoyed it, and I hope that it gives you a starting point to actually have conversations with people. It could be something simple as you and someone else listening to that, and then just talking about it. It's a very it doesn't need to be such a taboo topic. There are things that are real. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be super political or anything like that. It can just be it's just a real thing, you know. So anyway, I hope that you enjoy it, and I would love to hear your comments about that. All right, so let's get on to announcements. Where's Rhodey? Do you want to help me announce? Rhodey. This is in true fashion, Coffee with Kelsey, where I try to find my cat. Rhodey. Okay, let me tell you a little story about Rhodey. I have a little screen door out in my patio, and then I just installed, it's like $15. You can get it from Amazon, these little cat doors. Well, it's a dog door, but cat, whatever. You install it in the screen door. It's really easy. You just take an X-Acto knife, cut it out, pop it on, use like a little mallet or something, and then your pet can go in and out. Okay, I don't know if I told you this, but she doesn't like using it if I'm standing nearby. So Rhodey will sit there and meow at me until I open the screen door, and I've stopped opening it for her because she's able to use it, and I know this for a fact because when I'm peek out and I'm not around and she can't see me, I see her using it. So anyway, one morning she was trying to get back in, and she was acting like it was so hard. I thought she was acting like it was hard because cats are really manipulative. And so I'm standing there with my coffee just going, come on, Rhodey, come on, you can do it. Come on, stop being a wimp. Let's go, get through the door. 10 minutes of this. I had some time that morning. Anyway, the poor cat, I feel so bad. I walked over, she still couldn't get through. Walked over to the door, and I realized that one of the latches were still latched. I don't know how it happened. It got latched. So she physically, you can't push it open unless, you break it, and she's not strong enough to do that. So I felt so bad. The poor cat was trying to get through. So she probably has a lot of anxiety with that door because I accidentally had it latched. I'm so sorry, Rhodey. Oh, I'm a bad cat mom. Just sometimes. Anyway, I do have some announcements for shows, which is exciting. So announcement time. I do have a show this weekend. I have gotten so many shows canceled, and then I'm doing tons of rebooking. Well, hello there, pretty girl. So, hey, come here. Yes, come here. Hey, come here. Come on. Help me with announcements. Come on. Do you want this? Do you want this? She's like, I'm not interested in that. So, announcement time. So, this Sunday, I am playing at Attica Bar and Grill. Attica Bar. At 3 to 6. 3 to 6. I was hoping that would bring her over here. Come here. Rhodey, come here. I don't know. Anyway, Attica Bar, 3 to 6 p.m. I'll be playing there. It's in Albany, Wisconsin. I love this place. The weather's nice. I'll be outside on the patio. And it'll be a lot of fun. I used to play this place a lot, especially before I was doing tours. I found a cat. I'm sorry. Hey. Want me to put you down? Really? Okay. Hey. Good girl. Come on. I know. Oh, do you want to play? All right. So for the next 3 minutes, I'm going to be tearing a piece of paper, and we're going to watch her run over on the couch. Here we go. Rhodey. There she goes. And we're done. That's how you solve it. Everyone. Thank you, Stoughton News. The Great Dane. There we go. So anyway, announcements Sunday at Attica Bar, 3 to 6. 6. It'll be a lot of fun outside. If you do really want to social distance, this place is kind of small, so the social distancing will be a little less there rather than my shows at the Anchor. I'm old school with my schedule. I write them down. And this summer has been a joke because I've had so many canceled and so many rescheduled. Hold on, what am I missing? Oh, and then next week, close to town, I'll be in Sun Prairie on Saturday and the Anchor on Sunday. I'll be on a place in Brooklyn, Wisconsin, looks like too. I gotta add that. It'll be on my Facebook and my website. I would love to see you guys there. I am really happy that shows are starting to pop back up, which is super cool. So, where'd she go? Rhodey. We're gonna end the pre-recorded live stream. With my live stream, I feel like I waste more time, probably. Rhodey. I found her. This is like the best way to... There she goes. I could probably do this all day. This is so much... Did you get it? We actually play fetch with this, but that's only when she knows I don't have another one. There she goes. You gotta hide it from me. Get it. Get it. Yeah. We love you guys. Sorry again about this morning. All I did was just restart my computer. I didn't change any settings and it all worked. So I don't know. I guess I'm going to add that to the list of things I do as I go live stream on YouTube. Hey, Rhodey, go get this one. There she goes again. There she goes again. That's my girl. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Oh, Rhodey, we forgot one thing. How did you let me forget this? Cooking with Kelsey. Hello. Thank you so much to Brennan's. They've been sponsoring this. They didn't sponsor this last one just because my lead guitarist, who's a chef there, wasn't there to give me the food. Anyway, long story short. I did this one myself, but the next one is sponsored by Brennan's. This is a chicken dish that's not playing. Maybe this one will work? Nope. I don't know. It's not working. Is that gonna work? Nope. I don't know. I can't get it to work. Anyway, it is on my my YouTube page. So what I do is I do a stove cam of the meal that we're cooking, which is super cool. This coming one, we are doing breakfast in the evening. I've got a really good pancake recipe. Pancakes are hard to get right if you're real picky about it, and so we're gonna do that. And then I also have, oh my gosh, this, I know it sounds weird, it's just scrambled eggs and cheese. That's really all it is, but there's a way you can cook scrambled eggs. It takes about 10 minutes. If you do it right, this is the smoothest, softest scrambled egg that you'll ever have. I got the recipe from Derek Ramsey, and that's how I make my scrambled eggs if I have time. But a lot of times I just throw them in, and I'm just like, screw it, this is good enough. You know what I mean? So there it is. Hey, this is it. It's covering my face, but okay. I'm gonna just turn the volume down on this thing. Whoop. There we go. So this one is it's a chicken dish, and it is a Rachel Ray recipe, which was super good. And so essentially what I do is I show you a replay after we do the Cooking with Kelsey live on my Patreon page, which is really fun. We all get on, and sometimes people cook other things while we're all hanging out, which is neat. We did chicken enchiladas on Monday, and this one we're going to be doing a breakfast one. So if you're interested, you can go on my Patreon page and join me live. You also get the recipes. And I think what I'll do at the end of the year is I'm just going to print out all the recipes and kind of do it that way. So my Patreon page is still something that's very, oops, I didn't transition it. There we go. It's something that is very, it's changing quite a bit and ever growing, and I don't know. It's fun. We just have fun, and I release music there early. Standstill was released before anyone else saw it on Patreon, which was really cool that I could share it with you guys first. This is so weird. I'm not doing this live. I would prefer doing live rather than pre-recording. Again, sorry about the audio this morning, but I hope that you enjoyed Coffee with Kelsey. How do I turn this thing off? There we go. Rhodey, come here. Come here. Oh, she brought me one right at my feet. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks so much for joining and having another cup of coffee with me. I love you all. I hope you have an awesome Thursday. I hope to see you at a show soon. If not, I will be continuing to do the Coffee with Kelsey's, and I'm due for a live stream. I'm due for another live stream here soon. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an awesome day, and happy Corn on the Cob Day.